Hey trappers, good mornings. Dale Billingsley here with Billingsley Brand Lures. So yesterday I put up a video with demonstrating how I put in a flat set. Well, then I got some questions and comments about what to use when you live in a state that doesn't allow you to use bones, fur, feathers, and that kind of thing. So I decided to come back out this morning and do a video on alternative attractors. Lots of things you can use, lots of things you can do. You're only limited by your imagination. Don't get hung up into thought that, hey, I have to do this or I have to use that. You're only limited by your imagination. So, without further ado, let's get started. All right, guys. First thing I want to show you here is that's nothing more than a garbage bag that's about half or 3/4 full. You want to keep those things small. Don't get them too big. I've got it tethered to the ground there with a piece of binder twine and just staked off. Now what you want to do then is come off of that about 25 or 30 feet, 40 feet, whatever you think, downwind of it and put your set in. Now what you have here is an actual live decoy, sort of. I understand it's an inanimate object, but the idea being on a cold, windy night, this thing will blow around and move and will draw fox and coyote, bobcat to it. On their way to it, they should find your set. So there's an option for you right there. Nothing more than a garbage bag. This time of the year, you can get by filling them up with air. Fall and winter, of course, it's going to get cold. The air is going to contract. Your bag is going to go flat. So I would use leaves, hay, straw, grass clippings, just whatever you might have that's kind of light. That way that thing will blow and move around. And shines really well when there's no snow on the ground to use the white. When there's snow on the ground, just use the black garbage bag. And that way you have movement above your set. Another thing I like to use, nothing more than burnt piece of wood. It sticks out even in the summertime, but it really sticks out in the snow. Now here's the thing though, here's what I don't want to do. I don't want to get those things any wider than what my trap jaws are. Okay, I find that when you go with a backing or an attractor that's wider than your trap jaws, you get a lot more tracking up on the sides instead of down across the pattern where you want them. So burn them up. It's nothing more than a block of wood that's been thrown in a fire. Keep it down, get it down to where it's come to a point. And I'm telling you guys, those things stand out like a sore thumb on a snow, or even, you know, heck, it even stands out this time of the year. We can back up here and look. You know, fox or coyote can see that pretty good. Here's another thing I like to use, guys, is an attractor at a flat set. Just a white rock that stands out. Doesn't have to be white, can be gray, can be blue, just black, just whatever you have. But anything that stands out from the surrounding background. That rock's, probably 4 inches thick, about 8 inches across, and about 10 inches the other way. 10 inches long. So there's another really good attractor right there. Now here's another one for you. I'll turn the camera here. Bam! The Texas cotton tree. All that is a stick with a fork in it. The more forks you have in the stick and the more cotton balls you hang on it, the more attractive it is. That's just one I could find real quick and easy there this morning. And hung about a dozen cotton balls on it. Really stands out. Really shines, really gets fox, coyote, bobcat's attention. You can see, we'll back off here a bit. That thing right there standing out against the edge of a field or along a timber road or any place that you might choose has a lot of eye appeal, holds a lot of attraction. It's the old Texas cotton tree set. Now, the next one is a little bit unconventional, kind of like the garbage bag there that I showed you. This one's even a little more unconventional yet, but I promise you, it darn sure works. And you can pick them up anywhere, any yard sale, garage sale, thrift store, Goodwill store. You can pick those stuffed toys up for just a little of nothing. And I'm telling you, those things, especially in blue, red, or green, will darn sure pick up canine and felines' attention. They did a study here just a few years ago in South Dakota, as I recall, on a fox den, and you would not believe the stuffed toys and baby dolls and things they found down inside that fox den. They're a canine. They like to play the same as your dog does. Bobcats are no different. They're a feline. They like to play same as your house cat does. Don't be afraid to try these things. And I know y'all are going to laugh, and that's okay. But the guy that actually picks up on this and uses them is the guy that's going to put more fur in the back of the truck than the guy that's laughing and saying, I ain't doing that. So don't be afraid to try these things. One more look at the cotton tree. Rock. The black blocks. And the garbage bag. Well, guys, that kind of wraps it up there this morning. I know that's kind of a quick little video, but it just gives you an idea of some of the things that you can use if you live in a state where you're not allowed to use fur, bones, or feathers as attractors. Don't be afraid to try these things, guys. I'm telling you, they'll put fur in the back of your truck. Once again, this is Dale Billingsley with another one, signing out.